On my honor, I promise to do my best.
The only object Matt Stewart kept from his time as a Boy Scout is this certificate when he earned the rank of Eagle Scout.
I would like to give this back by permanently ripping this up, and this is what I feel being an Eagle Scout means to me.
His brother Tom says he can no longer wear his Scout leader uniform.
Because I could no longer be part of an organization that didn't protect boys.
As children growing up in Washington State, both Matt and Tom Stewart were repeatedly molested by their Scout leader.
This is where I was sexually abused by my Scout leader on numerous occasions when we would come here for campouts as a boy.
And I was molested every month of every year from the age of 6 all the way through the age of 18.
The brothers sued the Scouts a decade ago and agreed to a settlement, but due to a statute of limitations, their abuser was never charged. Now, thousands of pages of files showing a century of abuse in the Scouts are finally being released after the Oregon Supreme Court ruled they're public records.
The number of victims that's represented by these files statistically, is in the hundreds of thousands.
Named the perversion files by the Boy Scouts, the records were kept confidentially as a means to prevent thousands of suspected abusers discovered in their ranks from re-entering the organization. But the files say little of the fate of the abused boys.
The Boy Scouts sat on this information for 100 years. And so while they may say, well, we as a society didn't understand as much about pedophiles and how they operate, that may be true, but the Boy Scouts certainly knew.
The Boy Scouts of America, whose headquarters are based outside Dallas, claim they helped former Scouts who were abused find counseling, but wouldn't give the Associated Press specific examples. Matt and Tom Stewart say the Scouts' process of checking backgrounds of volunteers is insufficient and continues to leave boys vulnerable to men like the one who abused them.
These confidential files, the Boy Scouts should have told parents, should have told police, should have told the American public that we have a problem, but we're working on it. And instead, they've kept these files secret.
When you sit on tens of thousands of files and not notify the authorities of criminal acts, then people like me end up as victims.
Only a few former Scouts have publicly acknowledged their abuse. Victims and their attorneys hope more will come forward now. Haven Daily, Associated Press.